Welcome back, my friends, to the Elder Scrolls Online Greymoor, based here in Skyrim. In fact, we're sitting here in the Royal Palace in Solitude, in the third episode of our series. If you guys missed the previous episodes, check out the link in the description and you can go and watch them all so you follow along with the stories and all the tips and tricks as we go along here. Anyway, we're here in the Blue Palace and we're about to attempt to convince the High King once again to join us.
You would have me spread my forces across the realm to search for nightmares you dredged up from a bottle?
It's not!
Or should I say, the whispers of eastern vipers tickling your ears?
But Mother!
Enough! Then next you come before me to vomit up your counsel. Make sure it doesn't stink of treason.
Well, that didn't go well.
Damn the man. He wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise. Mother always knew how to talk to him. Me, not so much.
Tell me how your mother would have handled that one.
Mother had a way with Father, but she could be just as stubborn. If she wanted something done and he wouldn't oblige, she'd do it herself. Time to take her lessons to heart, I guess. If my father won't take a stand, then I suppose it's up to me.
What do you have in mind?
Our kingdom consists of 3 holds. Halfingar, Hjalmarch, and Karthald. I need to warn them. The Jarls might listen, even if my father won't. I'm the daughter of the High King, after all. Time to start acting like one. Will you come with me?
Alright, let's go.
We should visit Jarl Redharn of Hjalmarch first. If we can convince him of the threat, at least his hold can take steps to protect itself. We'll find him in his hall in Morthal. I'll leave word for Lyris with Mog so she'll know where to find us.
Alright, let's go ahead and fast travel over to Morthal, located just here on the map, so we can help out the local Jarl.
Lucky Mog passed along your message. I would have hated to miss all this mud.
Mate, this guy's armor, the captain's armor, looks so nice. Steel scale armor, very cool.
Why does the Princess of Solitude grace my humble hall with her royal presence? Are you here on behalf of the High King?
I've come to warn you, Jarl Redharn.
Warn me? I already received orders from your father. What more is there to say?
Orders? Right. But you need to prepare the hold's defenses.
And what must we defend ourselves against this time? More urns and fetishes?
Please, Jarl Redharn, let my friend explain. The threat to our holds is worse than you can imagine.
You're not the subject of this realm, and that woman with you. She's the giantess of the East. The High King warned us to beware of packed spies. If Princess Svanna trusts you, however, you have my ear. Tell me about this threat.
The Ice Reach Coven can summon deadly magical storms. One storm already destroyed Kilcreath Temple.
We're not Daedra worshippers. Our blood's hot enough to boil a blizzard, and we've got more pressing concerns than some northern squall. We received Svargrim's orders, promptly ignored them, and immediately ran afoul of a gaggle of Reachmen.
High King Svargrim sent orders.
The High King sent a royal decree, said to leave any strange objects or fetishes we spotted around the hold alone. They were dangerous, he said. Just so happens we found a few. I had my soldiers destroy them. That's when we encountered the Reachmen.
Sounds like they were Ice Reach Coven ritual items. Tell me about the Reachmen you encountered.
The barbarians reacted poorly when we destroyed the strange witch sticks. We beat them back and chased them into the nearby barrow. But that was the last I heard from my soldiers. Since you dealt with this before, would you investigate the barrow?
Of course.
If I were a few years younger and had more soldiers to spare, I'd march east to the Morthal barrow and deal with the sorceress nonsense myself. But I'm not. I don't. And I have other responsibilities. Take this key. It will get you into the barrow.
Wait, you have the key to the barrow? How did they get inside themselves then? Alright, tell me about these sticks anyway.
They were tall, ugly things, covered in strange runes, fetishes, and a poultice that smelled like rotting fungus. They had been set up around the town. My soldiers assumed they'd find one at the barrow, but instead they sent word of the Reachmen.
Princess Svanna has been trying to convince her father to take action against this threat.
Really? Last I heard, the princess was more interested in... No, I won't indulge in idle gossip. Svanna carries herself well. Not with the grace of her mother, but she has the swagger of a warrior. I wish I could say the same about my daughter.
Okay, you have a daughter.
Had. She was taken from us 5 years ago. If I had pushed her harder, she might have had the strength to survive. Daughters are a father's greatest weakness. Enough troubles of the past. We have the present to concern ourselves with.
There is a quest that you can do around his daughter as well, which is quite interesting. But I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. Right, so the barrow is actually pretty close to us. Let's whip up our horse here. Morthbow itself actually looks rather similar, though a little bit more spread out in my opinion. You can even see that is the very house where the Mythic Dawn quest line begins with Mehrunus Dagon.
There's trouble in Hafengar. Something about a strange storm at Kilcreath Temple. Priests and pilgrims were wiped out.
Poor sods. I heard Jarl Redharn has ordered the soldiers to search the hold. I wonder what they're looking for.
Wait, why does she have a male voice and he had a female voice? And why is he naked?
Jarl Redharn doesn't abide threats against his people. Sargrim may be High King of Western Skyrim, but I know who I can count on when things get bad. If these storms come from more...
Okay, this is definitely a bug. Alright, let's move on from these unfinished NPCs and carry on out of Morthal to this barrow. Now, actually, this barrow in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which is based in the future, if you come to this exact barrow in the same place, you actually find a Staff of Summoned Frost Atronach, I believe. And you can get it at like level 1. It's super powerful considering.
See that mound? That's the barrow. The entrance will be down below.
Bad luck, I tell you.
Keep back! The barrow is unsafe.
Jarl Redharn sent us. What happened here?
Reachman, let's talk if you want details. You, sir, the barrow is off limits.
You just told
We are
me.
here to make sure nothing gets in or out, and will do so by any means necessary.
Well, the Jarl sent us.
I did not want to spare the soldiers I had left to send a message. We destroyed a number of strange sticks set up on the outskirts of town. When we reached the barrow, we spotted a few Reach barbarians. I sent word and we charged after them.
Then what happened?
A storm appeared in the barrow, if you can believe such a thing. It was foul magic, almost certainly. Soldiers began changing around me, dying or falling into a stupor. Some turned into monsters. And then the Draugr clawed out of their graves.
Do you see anything else strange?
We never made it that far inside. And when the storm hit, it was all I could do to get out and seal the door behind us. If the Jarl sent you, and you're intent on entering the barrow, I won't stop you. But if you emerge as a monster... ...
I will kill you, I guess that means. Alright, let's head on inside the barrow then. He's ready for anything that might come outside of here. Morthal Barrow. We avoid the barrow outside Morthal. It is haunted, don't you know? The Jarl even makes us patrol the area on a regular basis because the ancient dead have a habit of getting up and walking around. Very uncalled for. But things like this happen. That's why we're always prepared. Are you ready, Lyris? Let's go. Buff up our character, ready for what we may find within here. Okay, so we have to run round to the left here. Let's grab this bookshelf as we go. Hopefully we can get some lore books. I see a Draugr. Have a crystal fragment to the face. Die. There we go, one Draugr down. Let's kill these skeevers. Oh, you're not dead. You are hiding. Playing dead on the floor there. Oh, we've got some Reach guards with us, I didn't realise. One Morthal guard is accompanying us into the ruins. Okay, so we're just here, and this is where we need to search. Take out this Braga ahead. Yeet! Seems to be a lot of oil or blood on the floor. I'm honestly not quite sure what that is, to be honest with you. Oh, hello. Well, here are the Harrow Fiends, so this is clearly where the storm is taking place then. Protect me, Lyris. I see some more up ahead. Destroyed them. Right, let's carry on up to the top of this dungeon. Well, hello there. Let me give you
Those
a hand.
bodies. They're the Jarl's soldiers.
Were the Jarl's soldiers. They look pretty dead right now. This is where the storm could be.
A meager harvest. This grey reliquary must be moved to more fruitful fields. Protect the witch pike. Do not let them destroy it.
Well, it's already been destroyed. Seems like there's still a lot of magic hanging around in the air. Let's head back to the Jarl and report in about what we found. I think we've pretty much destroyed the threat at least. Oh, there's a lore book, or a lore tablet here. I think that's one of the collectibles.
No sign of that witch or the reliquary she ran off with. We should get back to the Jarl's Hall.
Indeed. Excuse me, Lyris. Let me climb up this ladder.
If I never have to enter another barrow, it will be too soon.
Can't argue with that, Lyris. Oh, how are you down here already? What do you think we saw down there?
We saw the last stand of what could have been a much larger attack on Morthal. The witch pike in the barrow was the only one that wasn't destroyed before they performed the ritual. Soldiers were caught in the Harrow Storm, but the town was spared.
That's why the soldiers became Harrow Fiends.
That's what happened in Kilcreath after the storm hit. I'm more curious about the witch, though. Why was that grey reliquary important enough for her to grab it and run off as soon as she spotted us? Come on, let's go talk to Jarl Redharn.
Alright. Oh god, there's a Harrow song going on in the background there once again. Pretty cool boss fight, sort of random event that takes place in the game. We'll definitely do one of those in our playthrough at some point when we're nearby and it activates. Let's go inside the Jarl's Hall.
And then Mog threw up all over the Sword Thane's boots.
Ha! This orc friend of yours sounds... Ah, your companion's return.
Drunk stories, eh?
Well, friend of Svanna, are you as good as your word? Tell me what you discovered at the Morthal Barrow.
Few of your soldiers escaped, but Harrow Storm claimed everyone in the barrow.
A Harrow Storm? Like the thing the princess was telling me about? The thing that destroyed Kilcreath? Gods! A pox on the Reach and its barbarian horde! What else? What about the Reachman in the barrow?
We destroyed a witch pike and dealt with the Reachman, but one of the Coven witches got away.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. Reach witches are a tricky lot. Still, you have my thanks. In the meantime, Hjalmar shall prepare for war. We may not have a defense against the Harrow Storms, but we can be ready to attack once we have a target.
As soon as we find out where the Coven leaders are hiding, Svanna will send word.
With you and Lyris's help, we've gained the trust of Jarl Redharn. My father respects the Jarl. That will go a long way in convincing the High King to take the Coven's threat seriously. Now we need to do the same thing at Carthald.
Alright, tell me about Carthald.
Jarl Ulfwen rules the Hold, which was established to provide a defensible border against the Reach. If any of the Western Holds can deal with this threat, it's Carthald. But first, I have one more thing to discuss with Jarl Redharn.
Of course.
Jarl Redharn, prepare your forces as you say. But we need you in Solitude.
Solitude? I have troubles here in Hjalmarch. Why should I leave when my hold needs me?
High King Svargrim won't listen to us, but he might listen to you.
Get up, princess. If you think it will help, I'll talk to your father.
Lyris, please escort the Jarl to Solitude.
Of course. What about you?
We need to warn Jarl Ulfwen, so we're going to Carthald.
So now we must travel southwest to the Eversnow Inn, located here on the map. So we have to get on our horse now and ride over. In the darkness, the spooky times to travel, my friends. Ooh, there's actually a world boss over here on our route. So let's have a look if any players are here. Maybe we can help take it out. I've actually already done this world boss on my other character. It's a hag raven. She's quite easy to kill. Or at least on my other character who's fully built with solo it, but it doesn't seem like he's currently up. Oh wow, they've even got this same hut in the same location as it is in Skyrim. Just an unmarked hut in the middle of the wilderness with the same, well, a different fisherman. She's a female. In Skyrim, I believe it's a guy that's here. Let's get these alchemy ingredients. Alchemy ingredients aren't leveled, so they're always going to be useful to you to pick them up. Here we are, my friends. Eversnow Inn. Let's go inside and meet Svanna.
They tore each other apart right in front of me.
Stay inside. Stick together. We'll take care of this.
What's going on?
People I know changed into mindless creatures. Or worse. What a dismal day.
Oh, what a very sad day indeed.
These people, they're from Carthwatch. They might be all that's left of the town.
What happened?
They say it was a storm. Powerful. Devastating. It engulfed the entire town. It had to be a hero storm. That's the only explanation. There could be other survivors. Maybe even Jarl Ulfra. We need to make a search.
Alright, let's go.
Let's hurry. Every second we waste could be the difference between life or death.
Better hurry then, eh?
You escaped the barrow? No matter. This time we'll harvest all of the grey reliquaries.
Oh!
That Coven Witch. Is she the one that escaped from the barrel?
Obviously. She literally just said that, for God's sake. This game is so dumb. Oh my god. Right, we're just down the road from the inn, and we should get to the, well, what's left of the town or village.
Too bad you arrived so late. Your life energy would fit perfectly in my reliquaries.
Die! Oh, I missed. Oh god. This doesn't look too friendly. Konna?
Bah! They come. Protect the grey reliquary with your lives!
Here we go, guys. Ah! One down. Oh god, Vampire Skullguard. He looks pretty scary. Crystal shard to the back. There we go. Bit of fire to mess with him.
Storms bring such silence before they strike.
Let's have a look at this thing they're protecting.
I need a moment. Let's talk over there.
Jesus, it seems like we're way too late to actually save anyone here, though. All the blood magic that's flying around in the air.
Gods, did all this death serve some dark purpose? Sorry. Guess I'm not completely used to the fighting and all. That urn, though. The grey reliquary. The witch was adamant about protecting it, gathering it up. She said something about our life energy. Oh, gods, I think I know what they're doing.
What did you figure out?
Remember what the witch said as we approached the town? This time we'll harvest all the grey reliquaries, she said. That our life energy would have fit perfectly in the urns. I think the Hero Storm steals life energy and puts it in the reliquaries.
So what do you want to do? We have to destroy them all or stop them harnessing all that power?
If the Jarl is still alive, she can take care of herself for a while longer. The witch hasn't gathered all the reliquaries yet. I say we get to them first and destroy them. I won't let these bastards profit off the destruction of Carthwatch.
Alright, let's destroy them. But they are scattered around the town. Right, I can see it in the distance. Get rid of this harried fiend. our shock ability to stun him. Oh god, Varna! You might want to walk away from that explosion, my friend. Oh god, there's another one. Vampire Shadow Clan, eh? Duplicated himself. Right, let's get rid of this. Yeah!
Breaking these things won't bring my people back. But the same goes for the Grey Host.
There's the next one. Take out this guy. Get to it. Ah. Ready for the other guy to spawn? There he is. Too slow, my friend. Now we have the final one, located on the hilltop near the windmill. How do they even set all of these up without any resistance? Oh, can we just destroy it already? No one defending this one.
Now let's check on the Jarl. Her hall is right up the hill.
Oh god, there are a lot of zombies over there. Quick, let me inside, Jarl. Don't want to deal with that.
Stay back. Don't make me. Oh, you're not one of the witches or their monsters. I thought this was the end for me. I barely have the strength left to conjure a light breeze. Wait a moment. Is that Princess Svanna?
Svanna and I are here to help. Tell me who you are and what happened here.
I'm Magister Fridelia. I serve Jarl Ulfra as her court mage. I've been fending off witches, vampires, and these crazed villagers since the chaos started. There was a storm, definitely magical in nature. It turned our own people against us.
What about the Jarl?
I'm not sure. I sent the Jarl into the cellar when the storm began, when I still thought it was just a bad storm. Please, go downstairs. Make sure the Jarl is safe. Cartold will be lost without her.
She's definitely dead.
The cellar. Jarl Ulfra is in the cellar. Make sure that she's alright.
She is 100% a vampire now. Let's go and kill her. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Jarl Ulfra! No! I need to get some air. Please, recover the crown of Carthald. We can't leave it down here.
What, is she that weak? Am I going yeet her in the back then? Yeet! Oh god! Oh, the Jarl is very angry. Oh Jesus! Please calm down, Jarl Ulfwin. Jesus, you are ugly. My god, imagine what you look like in real life. Goodness me. Attack, scamp. Set fire to her. Yeet! Oh god, she's doing that weird running thing again. The weird Naruto run. Vampire Naruto run engaged. Oh, a maple restoration staff of shock. You know, let's swap it up a little bit. Let's use the shock staff. Does slightly less damage to the vampires, but it's level 6, so it does 1000 damage instead of 965. So, here's the crown. Let's go and talk to the Magister. Left the Jarl in the basement, really?
I'm sorry, Fridelia. Jarl Ulfwen, she's...
That's the Carthald crown. Jarl Ulfwen's gone, then? I failed her.
You did everything you could. It's a wonder you weren't affected by the Harrowstorm.
Harrowstorm? Is that what you call what happened here? Why I didn't turn into a monster is a mystery. Wait. The Hold soldiers clashed with Reachman scouts a few days ago. They brought back these medallions the scouts were wearing.
Ah, an Ice Ridge cover medallion. I've seen them before. You had this on you the entire time?
Yes. I was preparing to study the enchantments I detected upon it when the Harrowstorm struck. I guess I slipped it into my pocket without really thinking about it. Could this be some sort of protection against the storm?
Well, it it seems like a fact that it is, to be honest.
Carthwatch is gone. No people, no Jarl. The seat of the entire hold. Wiped out. Just like that. I have to get my father to take action!
What do we do now?
I need to get back to the Eversnow and gather the survivors. Take them to Solitude, where they'll be safe. At least as safe as we can make them. Then I have to have a serious talk with my father. I'll make him listen to me, damn it, no matter what!
And me?
Return to Solitude. Find Lyris and meet me in the Blue Palace. I have a room upstairs that we can use. We need to come up with a plan. Something that will help me convince my father to act.
Alright, so let's go ahead and fast travel all the way back to Solitude and once again try and convince the High King to bloody well help us, guys. I can't believe it. It's like the 4th time now we're going and telling him. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Maybe it means he wants this to happen. He could be a traitor. I can't see any other reason why he would be this blind to everything, to be honest. It just doesn't make any sense.
This way!
They're worse than drunkards after the mead hall closes.
Shh! Don't mock the cursed. You'll call a hex down upon us.
What the hell happened?
Glad to see you're alive and well. I was getting worried with all the Herod they've been bringing into the city.
What are they doing with the Herod?
They've been taking them to the Temple of the Divines in Castle Dower. I suppose it's really the only place to care for them in their condition.
So High King Svargrim is finally taking our warning seriously.
Jarl Redharn gave him an earful the moment we entered the Blue Palace. Nord politics. It's a wonder to behold. One step removed from a barroom brawl. I'm disappointed they didn't start slugging each other, but it worked out in the end.
God, I love you, Lyra. Just so aggressive. We reached Carthwatch too late. It was destroyed by a Harrowstorm.
Damn it. I was afraid of that. We're running out of time and we still don't fully understand what we're facing out there. Hey, where's the princess? Tell me you didn't lose Svanna in Carthwatch.
Svanna's fine. We need to meet her in the Blue Palace. Alright, here we are in the Blue Palace. Let's go ahead and meet Svanna in her room. I love the throne room, man. It's so cool. Okay, she's in here apparently. Read the bookshelf. No law books, sadly.
The Svanna I know would leave all this bother behind. Come back to the troll and let the royalty deal with this.
I am the royalty, Mog. It's time I started acting like it. Welcome to the princess's chamber, my friend. I don't remember the last time I spent more than a few moments in here. Anyway, Jarl Redharn and Magister Fidelia are here, giving my father an earful. Thanks for helping me at the holds.
You weren't able to save Carthwatch.
No, but we saved Morthal, and stopped the Coven from getting the Grey Reliquaries at Carthwatch. And we brought the hold leaders here. All of that matters. Take this, my royal allowance. I was going to buy wine, but you can make better use of it.
215 gold. I mean, literally I could get maybe a glass of wine with that. Thanks, that's useless.
We return to find that my father is finally doing something about the Coven threat. But it's not enough. Extra patrols and rounding up the Harrow is all well and good. But what we really need is a defense against the Harrow storms.
What about Icereach Coven's medallions?
Unfortunately, we've only recovered a few of the medallions. And Magister Fidelia hasn't determined what enchantment the medallions use to provide their protection. We need another solution.
Lyris and I know a scholar of sorts who's trying to understand the Harrowstorm ritual.
Right. Lyris mentioned that. Coincidentally, a courier delivered a message for you from Dusktown. I never heard of the place, but she said it was sent by someone named Fenorian. Is that your scholar? Read the message and let's see if he'll help us.
I'll read it.
Take the message from the table, then see if you can convince Fenorian to join us. Maybe with his help we can devise a defense against the storms. I'll stay here and continue to annoy my father until he gives this threat the attention it deserves.
It's very clear that your dad is a traitor, because why else would he just ignore everything? We literally have 2 Jarls here, a mage that's all of left of one of the cities. Like, it doesn't make any sense that he's still ignoring it unless he intends to ignore it until the whole hold of Western Skyrim is destroyed. How are you going to make your father listen?
You forget that I have help now. My father might be able to ignore me, but he'll have a harder time dismissing a Jarl and the court mage. It's funny. I would have thought he'd be happy to see me finally take an interest in politics.
Maybe this is how you prove yourself to him.
I don't care about his approval, but I'd like to earn his respect. With Mother gone, we're both going to have to work harder to keep our kingdom running. It will be easier if we find a way to get along.
Well said, and we have leveled up. Hell yeah, I'm glowing like a pretty boy. Let's claim our rewards, my friends. Level 7, we get 25 Gold Coast Swift Survivor Elixir. Now these are crown potions you can get in the crown store. Never buy them, they're completely useless. You can make much better potions using crafting or even buying them for in-game gold in the store. You don't need to buy these crappy things. So, you know, just use them for whatever you want, but don't spend your hard-earned cash on them, alright? So we have another couple of skill points to use. I am going to upgrade Crystal Shard to Crystal Fragments, which is the best morph whether you're doing PvP or PvE, because now it's no effect. Other Magicka abilities have a chance to make your next Crystal Fragments instant, meaning you don't have that long wind-up time every time you use it. And it also makes it deal more damage and cost less, which is much better than stunning the enemy and dealing area of effect damage around them. It's just nowhere near as useful. So damage-wise, for PvE and PvP, this is just so much better. This is like your nuke, essentially. Then we can also morph Force Shock. Now, Force Shock is an interesting one. There's two different options here. If you are doing player versus environment and like group dungeons and you want to focus your character on that, Force Pulse is going to be the best bet here. Damaging nearby enemies that are burning, chilled, or concussed is the additional effect. So you basically apply Wall of Elements, which is this ability we already unlocked with the Destruction Staff skill. So they already should be burning, shocks, or so on. And then you apply even more damage with this. However, if you're doing PvP, which this character will be once he's finished, I'm going to be using Crushing Shock, because that interrupts spells, putting the caster off balance, which then lets you do even more damage, and it wastes the enemy's resources. So Crushing Shock is definitely the way to go for PvP. So that's what I'm going to get. Alright, we have a message. Let's read this. Friends, further work led to a discovery that promises to unravel the entire mystery that's confounded us so far. To that end, I must return to the mining settlement called Dust Town. If you have additional needs of my services, I have secured lodgings in a building on the south side of town. Okay, fantastic. Let's talk to Lyris. We gotta go to Dust Town.
I wonder what Fenn's found that led him back down there. Does his message give any indication of where we can find him? The settlement isn't big, but it's not exactly small either.
Yeah, it says he's got a lodging on the south side of town.
Well, that's a start. You know, I never imagined I'd be working alongside a vampire, let alone one I respect. With all the leeches we've already had to kill, it's nice to see another side. Fenn's different.
He certainly is. Let's go find him.
You go on ahead. I need to get my axe sharpened before I go back down into Blackrage. I'll catch up with you in Dusk Town.
Such a lady. Alright, let's head to Dust Town, my friends. Guys, I just want to say thank you so much, by the way, if you've already commented and liked the video, because I really do appreciate it. Like, it helps the videos tremendously, and the YouTube algorithm just appreciates it when, like, people are interacting with the video and commenting and stuff. It just helps increase engagement and views and all the other stuff, partner. So...
Glad I found you. Now let's get Fenn and return to the Blue Palace.
Indeed. Come on, Lyris. Let's find our friend. Yay, friendship. He's in here. This is his house, apparently. Seems to be growing some lovely mushrooms there. Lovely.
Fenn, you in here? Let's look around.
Key here?
Fenn never struck me as a messy person. Could there have been a struggle here?
Looks like it. Looks like a bit of a mess in here. Burnt papers. It's not easy to come by, even in Blackreach. Edjar was lying. Cave-ins don't cause this sort of injuries. Trust was hard to earn, but sharing the truth about what happened to him and ... Edjar's blood was saturated with Neth. Is the likely cause of his resistances. But I need to see for myself. Edjar knows the way inside. He won't cooperate, insist on recuring his pack members near the old Dwarven Tower in Lightless. I promised to free, meet Edjar outside Dustdown Camp. Okay, east side of the bridge. We've got a direction.
Papers. Someone was trying to hide something.
Yes. Well spotted, Lyris. Let's go upstairs here. Is anything else useful? Oh, there's a law book. There we go. We've increased our mage's skill a little bit more there. Ideally, I need to get this character to level 10 Mage Guild skill, so it's going to take me a while to do that. And he's left his flask here. We need to take that with us to make sure he's okay.
Burnt journal pages, Fenn's flask, and a strange old key. All found among clear signs of a struggle. But other than what's in the flask, we didn't see any blood. That means Fenn was probably taken alive.
What do you make of the notes and key?
The key looks dwarven to me, and the notes mention a dwarf.
Alright, well, we already know that, Lyris. Like, you're just re-explaining what I read in the letter, so let's go ahead and head over to this dwarven ruin. Oh, it's over there. Okay, perfect. Right, this is apparently the dwarven ruin.
Sod off. This is my patch of ground.
Hello?
You don't listen too well, do you? Alright. Talk fast and tell me why I shouldn't rip out your throat.
This guy definitely looks like a werewolf. I'm looking for Fenridian. His notes said he was working with you.
The silk shirt kept notes? Of course he did. And where is Fenorian? He's late, and he still hasn't compensated me for the information I gave him. I need that key!
He's gone missing. Tell me where the two of you were doing, so I can find him.
Missing? Probably taken by the same bastard that has my packmates. Exarch Tzinghalis. Fenorian said he could provide a key to unlock their chains, if I told him about the experiments performed on us. If you can get that key, I'll tell you more.
You mean this key?
Hircine's fetid breath, that's it! Look, I managed to escape from Tzinghalis' tower, but my packmates are still chained up in the Lightless Hollow. Use that key to set them free. Then, I'll tell you how to find Fenorian.
Alright, I'll free them.
The Lightless Hollow lies to the east, and Hircine's claws. Who is that tall woman?
Stand down. I'm a friend.
You like her?
My packmates are in a work camp on the Lightless Hollow's west side. That's the big cavern to the east. You need that key to unlock the special chains that bind them. I'll meet you south of the work camp after you set them free.
Packmates, eh? Why'd you call them that?
What else would you call them? My family? We're bound by a curse that makes us closer than any blood relatives. You find a pack and you stick
berries.
Together. Or you
Hell
die.
yeah, brother.
Simple as that.
I can play dumb. I can ask him if he's a werewolf.
We're werewolves, alright?
There you
Do I
go.
have to spell it out for you?
Literally.
Look.
So how did you get free?
Tzinghalis' helper made a mistake. Forgot to lock the chains when I was brought back after one of my treatments. I can still feel the fire from when the needle pierced my skin. My blood flowing into his vials and beakers. It wasn't pleasant.
Who is this guy anyway?
Exarch Tzinghalis. He's a vampire, part of a group called the Grey Host. They're military, but he's some sort of insane genius. An alchemist, a scholar. And he tinkers with machines. My pack wouldn't fight for them, so they found other uses for us.
Yeah, God.
Digging, tunneling, actually. Up toward the surface. Then, every so often, Tzinghalis would send for one of us. The mad vampire likes needles. He would either take our blood, or inject something into us. Never said why, but he enjoyed his work.
Sounds like such a friendly werewolf, though.
None of the locals really wanted to talk. One or two admitted to seeing Fenn, but no one witnessed any kind of disturbance at his lodgings. At least, no one saw anything they were willing to tell me about. Is this Edyar? Does he know anything?
Yeah, he can lead us to Fenn, but we need to fulfill our end of the bargain and find his friends first.
Why is everything so complicated in this part of Skyrim?
But you're from here.
Alright, so tell me, what did Fenn agree to do for our half-naked friend over there?
We need to find his friends.
Packmates? Edyar is a werewolf?
Yes.
This just keeps getting better and better. So I take it you know how you want to deal with this particular situation?
Yeah, I'll use the key we found to free the pack. Meet me at the Lighthouse Hollow. The Lighthouse Hollow is... God, it's over here. Quite far away, okay. Better head over then.
Save my packmates. I'll meet you south of the camp.
This seems like the fastest way, friends. Whee! Right, here we are. Now we're on the right path. Oh, this place just looks amazing. It's like the Dwemer have built it out and, you know, created their own walkways within the caverns. Though to what end these structures serve, we still don't really know. Perhaps they were roads of some kind. Their underground architectural cavern. They've always fascinated me, but I feel like if they didn't remain so mysterious, then they wouldn't be as interesting. So this is the entrance to the old dwarven ruin we have the key for now. The Lightless Hollow. My god, what an entrance indeed. The place looks amazing. I've noticed, I don't know if it's the latest patch in the game, so his friends are located just here and there's actually a way shrine over here to the left. But if you look into the distance, you'll see like the depth of field is actually like a lot shorter than it used to be. I think that's because they've just tried to like fix the performance issues and stuff. I mean, my PC, thanks to you guys on Patreon, can actually handle the long render distances.
Edjar, where are you?
Who's that? Hello. Is that one of your friends? One of the packmates?
That scent. Why do you smell like Edjar?
He sent me.
Edjar sent you. Then he made it. He's alive. That's wonderful news. Exarch Tzinghalis experimented on me. I blacked out, but they thought I was dead. They tossed me out of the tower. Barely managed to crawl to this spot.
Where's the rest of the pack?
Still at the camp. To the north. Hamild, Myrtilda, and Thevin. Save them before Tzinghalis.
Edjar's on his way to help you, don't worry. Alright, let's go and find the rest of these guys before they get experimented on. This is the way shrine as well, so that's... Oh, it's an old Dwemer way shrine. Very pretty. A deep overlook way shrine. Okay, he's up here somewhere. Let's see if we can get up here and...
Damn vampires, working us like dogs.
Alright, let's see if we can take out this guy guarding him. Oh, I just realised I actually equipped a restoration staff. No wonder I can't use my destruction abilities. That's not very good. We can still kill people with this. And I actually do want to use a restoration staff, but definitely not now, and more after we actually, goodness me. I can only slowly heal myself. After we get the ability to pass on at level 15, we will equip a restoration staff, so it's still useful to us, but we don't actually need it right now. So let's go ahead and swap it back to this Inferno staff. There we go, we'll unlock you, my friends.
Finally! Thank you, stranger.
Oh, goodness me. And off he goes into the distance. This is his other friend. He's sitting here being defended by another...
You don't smell like the Grey Host. Run before they catch you too.
Another vampire squad. Let's release them.
You set me free? I owe you one.
No worries, and you do owe me one indeed. You got that right, girl. This is the last person we have to free over here.
I'm working as fast as I can, you blood-sucking bastards!
Oh god! Where's he going? He just ran off in the distance. There we go, I'll save you, don't worry, brother. Block his power attack there. Oh god! Managed to hit me, unfortunately. Give him the crystal fragments there. Aha! Right, now we can free him.
Seems claws. Thought I'd be digging forever. Thanks.
No problem, mate. Okay, so now we need to go and talk to Edjar, who's, I think, reassembled his pack mates. Hopefully for a counter-attack.
We should not linger, Edjar. The Grey Host could find us at any moment.
Head to the surface. I need to fulfill my end of our bargain. You actually did it. You freed my pack. Now it's my turn. If Exarch Tzinghalis took Fëanorian, and I'm pretty sure he did, you'll find them both in the ruined Dwarven Tower. It's difficult to get inside if you're not a vampire, but I know a way.
Tell me how to get to the ruined Dwarven Tower.
Like I said, Tzinghalis' helper made a mistake. Forgot to fasten my chains after one of my tortures. I slipped away, crawled along some pipes, and fell into a chamber with one of those dwarven lifts. There was also a door, the one behind me.
And that door will get us to our friend.
It'll get you close. There's a big door that leads into Tzinghalis' lair, but it's sealed. You need to figure out the dwarven mechanism to open it. Then make your way to the experimentation chamber. That's probably where he's keeping Fëanorian.
Alright, thanks for your help.
The door's over here. Hurry, before they spot us.
I don't think they're going to spot us, to be fair. I think we're pretty safe. But yeah, let's hurry by walking over there, very slowly. All these vampires and werewolves make me feel like I'm rewatching Twilight or something. God, watching the first one of those. What do you do for women, eh? Don't worry, my fiance doesn't like Twilight. I'm talking about when I was in like high school or whenever that was, when that crap came out. Jesus Christ, that was bad. Man, watching a sparkly vampire has just completely ruined how cool vampires could have been. It's taken a long time for me to restore my faith in cool vampires, okay? This DLC
Definitely
is
dwarven.
helping.
Watch out for traps.
Caldron's notes.
That must be the door Edyar mentioned. Sealed tight. No lock. Not even a handle. I don't suppose the werewolf told you how to open it, did he?
Okay, he's just explaining how we might open this door. Let's have a go. Pulling some levers then, eh? These cubes. Oh, I see. So maybe we have to do the right order of cubage, and then it will open for us, Lyris, eh? So as you can see, there's 3 patterns here. The only pattern that's not here is the one on that block that we've changed. So now we've done that, we can go to this one. And the only pattern that's not on here is this. This one just here is the one we need to face the front. Then that should make the cogs turn. There we go. Like so. So now we have the complete set here in front of us. As for this one, we need to change this. Like so. There we go. So now that one's turning. And then this is the last one. The missing one is not that one. Not that one. Here we go. There we go. Now we've
that sounded
completed
promising.
everything.
Let's try the door.
Be a while to figure that out, to be fair.
This chamber's been used recently. Let's look around.
Seems to be some enemies over there. Some vampires lurking. Oh, Grey Host Berserker. Watch out, Lyris. Oh, yeet him from behind. Wah! There we go. Get wrecked some. Let's have a look at this note here. Nerthroot, an amazing plant. It only grows in isolated patches down here in the depths of Blackreach. But its alchemical properties are remarkably useful. I applaud the
Are smarter and
That's an
more
ugly plant.
obedient.
Must be the netherroot mentioned in the note.
Oh, I accidentally cancelled it because I thought another NPC was speaking, but there's some refined netherroot here.
Why does everything connected to vampires involve blood?
Alright, let's take out these 2 vampires. They are in our way, my friends. Ha! Watch out, Lyris. Coming back for you. There we go. Get wrecked. So apparently the werewolves are immune to it. Okay, that's interesting.
That was Fen. We need to keep moving.
Oh god, it looks like our friend's in trouble. Let's go.
It fights against its nature, Rada al-Saran. A weaker breed.
No, Tzinghalis. Just the deceived son of an estranged brother.
Smell. It's overpowering. We need to shut down those machines.
Jesus Christ, what
That's
plants
poison.
are these?
Why are they spraying it on those plants?
This must be the nursery they were
More of
talking
that
about.
nether root. Turn up.
Turn off the chambers. Okay, let's read about this. Do not adjust the netherroot growth sprayer calibrations without proper authorization, guys. We're not allowed to touch these. Current calibrations effectiveness at 97%. Okay, if the nozzle is accidentally adjusted, just reset them to turn them back to the current calibrations. So we can actually disable it if we calibrate them properly. Ah! Let's ruin everything.
That did something.
There we go. Let's go back over to this side and decalibrate it.
I think you figured it out.
I have, Lyris. Right, now we need to go back to this valve over here. There we go.
You did it. Now we can cross the chamber. Sure as bones, that stone husk is moving.
Oh dear. Is that the werewolf? That is definitely the werewolf. Summon our pet scamp. Here we go, guys. Boss fight incoming. Oh boy. It's not even a werewolf yet. It's just a big, massive atronach of power. Oh goodness me, it's the bloody Eye of Sauron in its chest. What the hell? It is pissed. Kill it! There we go. Ah, oh god. Been stunned. Please don't Eye of Sauron me, sir. Keep spamming crystal fragments. Die! Yes! So it seems we destroyed it without a werewolf coming out, which is interesting. That means that you need some kind of magical ability to be able to summon the werewolf from it, indeed. Let's see if we can capture up. Let's see if we can catch up with our friend then. This place looks very safe.
No! No! Why are you doing this to me?
Watch out! It's me, Vampire Killer. You may have heard of me. There we go, you see that ability knocks them off balance, and now we get to use our crystal fragment ability for free. Let's block this Nightblade's attack before he yeets on us. Have some fire, my friend. I know you enjoy that. Die! Perfect, well done, Lyris.
The Ashen Lord crafted the plan. I am simply the architect of his tools. Now, feel free to scream when I peel back your flesh and apply.
Need to get him. There we go. Beautiful. Don't even try it, mate. I will destroy you. Don't worry, Lyris, I got your back. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Burning those vampires alive.
We have what we need.
A shame
I'm coming.
you could not be recruited to our noble cause.
The machine will finish him momentarily, my lord.
Finish your work here, Tzinghalis, then join me in the keep. You must bear witness when we make our move.
Of course, Rada al-Saran. I am eager to see the power of our ultimate Harrow Storm. New test subjects. Just in time. This one is about spent.
Oh my god. We need to save our friend. We're gonna have some roast corn for that extra stamina. We dodge roll all day. Oh yes, now I am ready. Here we go. Ah! Fights me. Take
There's
that.
an art to pacifying uncooperative specimens.
Oh no, you don't, my friend.
You will do well in my machine.
Ah! Stop that at once, sir. I will destroy you.
A shame to
vampire?
waste such vigorous blood.
There we go.
It's too late. For me.
Fenn's delirious. See if you can free him.
You've killed him. Maple restoration staff.
Worn solitude.
How the hell do we free him, Laris? Okay, there's a massive lever, thank goodness. No more puzzles for me.
You should have left me. Go warn solitude.
We'll all go. Tell me what you heard.
Exarch Tzinghalis and Rada al-Saran talked freely while they tortured me. They're planning some sort of assault on Solitude. A massive hero storm.
You're hurt. How can I help you?
I need blood. But I won't drink from an unwilling person. In this state, even with a willing participant, I don't trust my restraint. If I only had my flask.
Here's your flask. I found it in your lodgings in Dusttown.
My flask. Thank you, my friend. Rada al-Saran is the one they call the Ashen Lord, leader of the Grey Host. He and Tzinghalis often went into the nearby sanctum to talk. I heard a few words. Map. Plan. But I couldn't make out the rest.
And we should search his sanctum.
Yes. Yes. Once I take a long drink from my flask, I'll join you.
Luckily we brought that flask along. I told you it'd save his life, guys. Alright, what's this over here then? We've got to find his sanctum, which is in this area. Follow the nice trail of blood leading up to the door. Fantastic. He's clearly a lovely guy. I can hear some Dwemer ticking away in the distance.
Take your time. You've been through a lot.
They did whatever they wanted. I couldn't stop them. Exarch Tzinghalis was insane. But he was also a genius. If he kept records, they'll be in here.
I see a map and some papers. Hey, partner, take a look.
Alright, you just stand there. I'll take a look. Oh, that's a map of... yeah, this is the Reach. That's Riften. Yeah, that's definitely the Reach. When you play way too much Skyrim. We have a map of Skyrim. That's their plans after. Take the Reach. Grey hosts communicate. Exarch, we are indebted to your great mind. Since your rebirth, you have brought our dream ever closer to reality. Obstacles that I chipped away at over millennia, you cleaved away in mere days. The time for subterfuge is coming to an end. Continue the refinement of your techniques and supply the Coven witches with the fruits of your labor. They must produce the ritual materials for Ulfra and her kin to deploy. Let the Nords fret over random horror storms while we prepare to unleash the most powerful storm of all. Send your refined Nerthroot brood to the Midland camp and my keep, along with everything else needed for the rituals. I will alert the coastal camp to prepare more medallions and send updated orders to our warlord in Black Reach's camp. Stay strong, my brother, for the Grey Host will soon live again. Rada al-Saran.
So, partner, what did you find?
It's not good, Lyris, it's not good. I recommend we cut our losses, drink this blood, and just get it over with.
We set out to find Fenn and bring him back to Solitude. Along the way, we learned more about our true enemy, killed one of their leaders, and acquired some valuable intelligence. That's a victory in my book.
I don't think so, Lyris. Not once you hear this news.
Not that I can think of. I'll make sure that Fenn makes it to the Blue Palace. We'll meet you there. And don't forget that map and communique.
Alright, see you at the Blue Palace. Return to the Blue Palace.
Princess Vana herself requested your presence at the Blue Palace.
I don't believe I'm very good company right now.
Come on, Fenn. We'll help you through this.
Oh, he's like a poor little emo vampire. Bless him.
You risked so much to rescue me. Why would you do such a thing?
We're friends. And we need your help. The defense against the Harrow Storms.
I had a lead on that. But Tzinghalis captured me before I could finish looking into that. I let Edyar down.
No, I rescued his pack. He helped us find you.
Then I also owe you for reconciling my debt to Edyar. Exarch Tzinghalis was experimenting with werewolf blood, both to determine why it renders them immune to harrow storms, and to use it to strengthen the ritual components.
Can you use what you learned from Edjar to develop a defense?
Not by itself, but it gives me a place to start. With any luck, that map may provide additional clues. I need to rest. I'm sorry, my friend. This ordeal has been more difficult than you can imagine.
Oh, bless you, little emo vampire. Right, so we've got to exit out of this Dwemer dungeon that the vampires have been hiding in all this time. Can you believe it, guys? Goodness me, we could have just climbed up here. If Lyris gave me a boost, I mean, she could have hopped up there herself. It would have been so much easier than trying to figure out this bloody puzzle, wouldn't it, guys? Looks like we can actually take this elevator out of Blackreach back to Western Skyrim as a shortcut. So here we are. We've come out just here on the map at a secret exit that's not even marked on our map. And indeed, there's actually a world boss down here that's being killed right now. We can join in. It's the same Shade Mother world boss that we didn't get to kill earlier on in today's episode. Let's go and take it out. Definitely one of the easier world bosses of the area. Basically, you want to run over to it and stay as close as you can. And she's going to summon some trees that you can't pass, so you can't get in or out of them. But it will allow you to sit inside and basically just keep DPSing her. Now, I can't solo this on my own, but luckily we have some other players here to help us on this particular character because it's only level 7. So I'm just here providing a slight bit of DPS to this Shade Mother slash Hag Raven that she is. We should teleport away again now, but her mechanics are really simple. Like, she's definitely one of the easiest world bosses here. I was looking forward to doing this kind of content when we run past it. There you go, so I'm on the other side of this barrier. I'm not going to be able to get inside to actually attack her now. Let's dodge that power attack coming at me from a distance there. There we go, we've completed and killed her. Now we can loot her. She has a chance to drop some of the useful items from the area. We're about to head into Svana's quarters and begin our next plan of action.
The information you brought back from Blackreach might give us a fighting chance. Let's put our heads together and figure out how to use what you learned. My father be damned.
The enemy call themselves the Grey Host.
The Grey Host? Where have I heard that name? Meanwhile, my father rounded up the Herald and moved his soldiers to the outer walls. Then he ordered the quartermaster to stockpile Castle Dower. He's preparing Solitude to withstand a long siege.
You don't agree with that approach?
That might work against a mob of Reachmen, but thick walls can't stop a Harrow storm. Any war we try to wage will be over before it starts if we don't find a way to stop them. Fen knows more about the storms than anyone. See what he suggests.
Alright, I'll talk with Fen about the Harrow storms.
Talk to Fen. If he has any bright ideas, I'd love to hear them.
Fen,
it's
all
all
you,
right,
my friend.
I'm ready to help. I know what you need me to do. Put my experience behind me. Focus on the mission, just like Verandis taught me. Could you show me the research you recovered from Exarch Tzinghalis' laboratory?
I found the notes on werewolves and netherroot, and a potion made out of netherroot and other ingredients.
These notes prove my theory. Netherroot is the key component of the Harrow Storm ritual. It's like a poison for the soul. Weakens the bonds to the body so it can be pulled free. They're harvesting life energy from anyone caught in the storms.
Why would they want to harvest life energy?
I'm guessing, but it may have something to do with those stone husks we saw. Remember how the werewolf emerged from one? And look at the mixture you retrieved. It isn't like the residue we recovered from the witch pike. It's more concentrated.
Could that be what they're going to use to make the Harrow storms even stronger?
It's certainly what Tzinghalis' notes imply. Despite how it looks, a plan is formulating in my mind. I think I can create an elixir, but I'll need more of this refined netherroot brew. And we need to solve the mystery of the Coven medallions.
Any idea where we're going to find all this stuff?
I can help with that. Bring the map from Tzinghalis' sanctum over here. Place it on the table. I want to show you something.
Okay.
See those marks? Grey host sites that correspond to the communique we found.
One's in Blackreach by the looks of it.
I know a commander's map when I see one. Each of those marks matches a location mentioned in the communique from Rada al-Saran, the leader of the Grey Host. I can already see where we need to go.
Where do you think we should look?
That mark on the northwest coast, that's an Ice Reach Coven camp. The communique mentioned needing more medallions. Odds are, they come from there. And here, a Midland camp between Dragonbridge and Morthal. It's a staging ground for the Harrow Storms.
I see.
More than likely. Those two locations should provide what Fen needs to finish his elixir. We can't bet everything on that, though. The communique mentions a warlord's camp in Blackreach. Maybe we can learn more about their ultimate plan there.
That's a lot of camps, a lot of ground to cover.
Svanna, Fen, and I will divvy up the camps and scout ahead. Fen should investigate the coastal camp. I'll take the Midlands camp. That leaves Svanna with Blackreach. Meet up with each of us when you're ready.
Alright, let's go. To the first camp we need to fast travel. So we have these 3 camps, one of which is located in Blackreach here on the map. So the first one we're going to go to is just here. Let's fast travel to Morthal before we begin. And then we can ride over to this first camp from Morthal. Camp is just ahead of us, and it actually looks like this is an entrance and exit from Blackreach, which would make a lot of sense for the camp to actually be positioned here next to the Great Lift.
Just arrived. Don't worry, I found something to keep me occupied.
Where's Lyris? I can hear her talking. Oh, here she is up the hill. She was just shouting at me from a mile away.
A bold move setting up camp in the midst of the Western Holds. I'll say this for the Grey Host. They aren't afraid to draw attention to themselves. I learned a few things while I was waiting for you to show up.
Tell me what you found out.
It's just as we thought. The Grey Host is using this camp as a supply depot for their raids across the countryside. I saw stacks of witch pikes, rows of reliquaries, and jars of what I assume is the refined netherroot brew.
Fern needs the refined netherroot brew for an elixir.
Right. And I heard the camp leader, a nasty creature named Sableye, tell his troops to make sure to use the new supply that just arrived from Blackreach. Let's go grab a jar or two.
Let's do it. The camp is right in front of us, apparently? Yeah, literally. I can't see it, though. Oh, there it is. Suddenly a camp appears over the ridge. I can see there is some right here, and I guess these are Grey Host camp players. We can obviously take out with our fires and flames. There we go, look at that damage. Beautiful. Boom. Grey Host supply.
No jars in this cart. Let's try another one.
Alright, let's try that. So this is where they're making the Harrow Storm sticks. Alright, there's another supply crate just here. Only one NPC guarding it. Perfect. It's me. That's a weird jump animation there. There we go. Let's have a look at this cart.
Not this cart either. I hope we
Great.
didn't miss it.
Stop them, my packmates. I'll give this brew to the witches.
Sableye has the brew. Let's find him before he gets away.
Where is he? Alright, I've found Sableye. Maybe we can take him out here.
You know
Time to
what the
dismember
Grey
the
Host does with
monsters.
spies. We eat them.
Alright, try it, mate. I challenge you to eat me. Doesn't look like you're doing too well. Come on, Lyris. Get back into it. Beautiful. Sableye has been defeated. Now we have what we're looking for. The Nerthroot brew. The refined one as well.
You got a jar of the refined brew? Let's talk over here.
Okay, why are we going over here? Just talk over here. No? Is it not good enough for you, Lyris? Gotta stand the nice... Where are you going? Wow, she's literally just walking me through the whole of Skyrim. Okay, just here. This is the spot we chose to speak, yeah? Great.
Luck was with us. If we had reached this camp even a few moments later, Sableye would have gotten away with the Netherroot brew.
It looks like the same one from the laboratory.
After all this trouble, Fen better be able to use it to make his elixir. I'll take the jar of refined Netherroot brew to Solitude. We'll meet up in Svanna's chambers when everyone gets back from their missions.
You sure seem to have grown fond of Fen and Svanna.
Fen has proven himself, especially after what happened in Blackreach. House Ravenwatch, they're unusual as far as bloodsuckers go. As for Svanna, she's braver than I originally thought. Anyway, meet me in Solitude after you finish up.
So the next camp we need to go to is all the way over here on the other side of Skyrim. So let's go ahead and fast travel to the closest Wayshrine, just over here, about halfway in between. 80 gold! Bye bye, Lyris. Now you see me? No, you don't. Look, there's a bear standing on its hind legs. A magic trick indeed. Ah, look, it's the ancient Nordic ruins over there in the distance. Now, we don't actually need to go there right now, but it's pretty awesome. It's very lovingly recreated from Skyrim indeed. We're just south of the giant coastal ritual site down there, and you can actually see a harrow storm is brewing in the distance. And it's almost created a complete whiteout here on the mountainside, but we're right above the camp as well, so it shouldn't be too much longer until we actually reach it. Aha, here's our sneaky friend.
Ah, good. I was hoping you'd show up.
Here I am.
Lyris was right. This camp is crawling with the Ice Reach Coven. And they're definitely producing the medallions here. I was even able to slip away with one. We need to get closer, though. There's more to figuring out this magic than just watching from afar. I need to know exactly how they go about creating them. With your help, we can learn everything about that here in this camp.
What's so special about this camp, then?
It's a landing site for the boats coming from the island of Ice Reach. Plus, they're collecting something here that goes into the process of creating the medallions. If you can get me to the center of the camp, I can learn what that is.
Alright, I'll help you out.
Determining how they create these medallions will be an enormous help. The Grey Host has accelerated their plans. They need more medallions for a reason. A big harrow storm is coming. We need to be ready.
Why do you think we can learn more at the center of the camp, though?
Because the Grey Host is guarding something down there. I couldn't get close, but it appeared that they built the camp to surround something. Plus, I heard a few of the witches talking. Complaining, really, about needing to prepare more medallions.
Tell me about the Grey Host.
In the First Era, an army of vampires and werewolves tried to conquer the land before they were stopped in Bankarai. They called themselves the Grey Host. It seems this Rada al-Saran has resurrected the army, both figuratively and literally.
We need to stop them then, that's for sure. Alright, let's head down to this camp. It is completely walled off down here, so... how can we get to the centre without being spotted is the question. Probably through these walls, actually, if we walk in between them here. What's this? A gravestone?
Examine the headstones. Let's determine what's so special about the exhumed bodies.
Arlok, the bastard, a tired old wastrel and brother of Draw, lay about in life who froze in a blizzard. So he froze in his death. The corrupt old mother of Murkmire, scholar of our way, she died of heartbreak. And this person, travelling merchant, run through by bandits.
Why are these particular graves so important?
I'm not sure yet. Let me look at the last one. Here is Utbet, son of Ryle Chief Killer. And old as the hills, a warrior born, he passed in the privy with a heaping of scorn. Sounds like everyone went before their time, really. Last grave. Died in his sleep. Okay, well...
Finished? Have you come to any conclusions? Well, we've both been over the headstones with a fine-toothed comb. If we can determine why the Coven dug up these particular bodies, it will tell us something about how the medallions were enchanted.
Let's discuss it.
Of course. Compare notes and look for commonalities. You have the makings of a fine scholar, my friend. Now, let's see. I noticed there were a mix of different races buried here. They weren't all Nords. Anything strike you about the departed? Which headstones did you examine? I read about laborers, soldiers, and traders. Not the same occupations at all. There must be something else Well, of course. Compare notes and look for commonalities. Really? What was that? Not true. Well, of course. Compare notes and look for commonalities. You have the makings. Really? What was that? No, that's not right. Every head... Well, we've both been... Of course. Compare notes and look for...
They all shared something in common when they died.
They did. Tell me more.
They're all buried in this graveyard.
Well, yes, but so were the bodies that weren't disturbed.
I've got another idea.
Of course.
They were all old when they died.
Of course. Why didn't I see that? The headstones on the exhumed graves all mentioned that the person was old when they died. Let me think. Some necrotic spells require the remains of the elderly. Something to do with the natural decay of life.
Natural decay of life?
According to one necromantic theory, the older a living thing becomes, the more necrotic energy it naturally acquires. As a body grows old and withers, the life inside it decays. Necrotic energy is the byproduct of this deterioration.
Does that tell you enough to figure out how to create the medallions?
I now know enough about how they create the medallions to move my research along.
Okay.
I'll return to the Blue Palace and start putting an elixir together.
What do you need me to do?
To fully craft an elixir to defend against the Harrow storms, I still require a sample of refined netherroot brew.
Got that.
Plus, we need to determine what the Grey Host has planned.
That's why I'm going
Help
to
Lyris
Blackreach.
and Savannah at the other camps. Then meet me at the Blue Palace.
No worries. Let's do that next. The next location we need to go to is just
How many
here,
bodies did we acquire?
the Blackreach camp. So let's go ahead and cool our horse and ride out of here. Don't really need to kill anyone here at all. Here we are, my friends, at the entry to Blackreach. Once again, hopefully we can find Savannah around here. She hasn't already been attacked by something. This is the entry to the ruins. There's a lift that should take us right down to the depths. I wonder realistically how long this lift would actually take you in real life. Like, how deep is Blackreach? We don't really know. There's no way of measuring it, to be fair. Oh no. Oh, that's not her. She just has red hair as well. So apparently the Blackreach camp is over here to the south. That's where we need to go. Now we're down here in the caverns. It's a bit of a crazy place to send the princess, though. The princess of Solitude into Blackreach to go and find the camp of the Witch Coven that's intent on destroying and taking over Western Skyrim. Well, I'd say actually destroying it, really. They seem to have no intention of taking it over. They're trying to turn everyone into blood-sucking vampires. Which doesn't really make sense, because surely, I mean, a vampiric army is one thing, but I mean, you're just going to be ruling over a bunch of dead people who you can't harvest the blood of anyway, so it seems a bit pointless, really. I've gone, here's Savannah, right outside of this camp, I see.
Free! God damn it, run! Damn these Harrow storms and what they do to my people! I came here to learn what the Grey Host has planned, and what did I find? Good citizens of the Holds, afflicted by the Harrow storms and kept prisoner for some ungodly purpose. No matter how many I set free, the Herald will not leave this place.
Have you had any opportunity to scout the Grey Host camp?
That's all I've been doing, and trying to get these afflicted people to leave this place. The Herald, the storm robs them of their will, their minds. I wasn't able to slip deeper into the camp, though.
We need to try and find out about this big storm the Grey Host has planning.
Agreed. There appear to be a number of Grey Host warlords in the camp, so discovering their plans should be possible. We need to be careful, though. I don't want us to wind up like the Herald, serving as food for these bastards.
Did you notice anything weird?
Messages have been coming and going since I arrived. I've heard the name Rada al-Saran, the Ashen Lord, spoken in hushed and revered tones. His name was on the communique you found, remember?
Yes.
We need to get down there and see what else we can learn.
Wonder what they've got down here.
Hiding, building their forces, digging. Undermining? That's the correct term, I think. Plus, they're collecting the Herald, herding them like cattle. It's monstrous what they're doing to these poor people.
Are you sure you want to go down there, Princess?
The only thing I'm sure of is I have to try. If my father won't act, then it falls on me to get things done. It's what my mother would want me to do.
Okay, let's do it then. Man, this place is so nice. Look at that, what are they building? It's just the undermining activity then, eh? So we've got to go and scout out these various locations. Maybe we can just jump down there. If I land on that tent, I reckon I'll survive. Oh god, I did not land. Oh, no, we made it. Somehow, I have lost no health. Somehow indeed. Oh god, what the hell? Grey Host Blood Knight. Being very spooky. Let's see if we can sneak past him. Don't know if this is going to be successful. Oh god. I thought I was detected, but luckily we seem to have made it past him. Just don't turn round. Get into the heart of this camp and see what we can find here. We have to take out these guys here. Oh, firewall. There we go. Get Rex on.
There,
maybe in this.
On the left. Let's listen in.
Jewelry box with lockpicks. Interesting controversy. Alright, let's go up these stairs and see if we can listen into these guys' conversation. We're very sneaky. They're just standing on a lift. Nice.
Exarch Tzinghalis has fallen. I have never seen Rada El Saran, our Ashen Lord, so filled with sorrow or such rage.
Does the loss of the Exarch alter our plans?
Not in the least. The strike on Solitude will occur as planned after Exarch Ulfra tests the improved ritual in the Undergrove.
The Undergrove. Oh,
the Grey
Jesus
Host
Christ.
definitely has something big planned. Let's search the tents for a copy of those orders.
Okay, the tents, eh? Alright, let's check out this other area.
Look, on the scaffold. Let's eavesdrop on those werewolves.
Okay.
I left the orders in my tent, but the Ashen Lord was clear. We need more netherroot. See to the Undergrove immediately.
As you command, Pintock.
The Undergrove? That sounds important.
Let's have a look at these orders then. I have word that the alchemist is dead. His killers have retreated to the shadows. Doubtless they mean to harry us in our righteous labor. Already there are whispers of them seeking to stop the spread of the harrowed. I will not abide any further by the threats to our goal. Our family will be delivered from the torment, and not even Molag Bao himself can stop me. To that end, we will accelerate our methods and preparations of the attack. Make sure everything required for the work in the Undergrove is ready. The location is hidden and secure inside the ancient barrow, which fell into the earth just for this purpose. It will make a perfect testing ground for the next stage of the Harrowstorm. Exarch Ulfra shall lead the efforts and prepare the way for the final Harrowstorm. Grey Host victorious.
That's what we were looking for. Let's talk over there.
Over where? Where are we going? Where are you off to, eh? Just here. This is perfect. Great.
Orders from Rada al-Saran. His words sent a chill down my spine. Their plan for Solitude? It might even be more dreadful than an all-out attack. We need to get back and determine the exact location of this Undergrove place.
You really think Solitude's in danger?
You saw what happened at Kilcreath and Carthwatch. Whatever they have planned for Solitude, it sounds a whole lot worse. I wish we knew more about this Rada al-Saran and what drives him.
Makes it sound like he considers his army to be his family.
A family of monsters? Who could imagine vampires and werewolves working together? Let alone talking about one another like brothers and sisters. It's not natural.
Hopefully these orders we found will give us an advantage.
I'm glad I got to look around Blackreach, but I can't wait to see the sun and sky again. No matter how big these caverns are, it still feels like we're buried alive down here.
Alright, now we need to go back to Svanna's quarters in the Blue Palace, away from the dark reaches of Blackreach. I'm just going to assume that she's going to follow me, but who knows if she can teleport like me. I assume not, but I'll see you later. Hopefully you won't die down here, Svanna. Alright, so here we are back in the Blue Palace. Let's go ahead and enter Svanna's quarters.
So, do we have a way to defend against the Harrow Storms or what?
The elixir should do what we need, provided neither Fen nor I made any miscalculations.
Yolen, don't be so negative. The elixir will work. You'll see. Oh, good. You're back. Mjolnir and I have been discussing the various ways to turn what we've got into a protective elixir. I'm hesitant to get too excited, but I think we've figured out how to defend against the Harrow Storms.
Tell me.
The Grey Host uses an unstable mix of alchemy and sorcery to create the Harrow Storms. An arcane ritual and the Netherroot brew focus the power of each Harrow Storm through the prepared witch pikes. Ingenious, but fully exploitable.
How so?
We can use the refined brew as the basis of our elixir. Now that we understand how the Harrow Storms are created, we can use those same components to replicate the medallion's protective properties. We just need to gather the necessary components.
Can I help you?
Svanna's associate, Mog, will procure most of the supplies I need, but there's one final ingredient required. For various reasons, I can't simply walk into the Hall of the Dead and claim it myself. I need you to acquire Arkay's sacred oil.
The what?
A holy ointment associated with a god that became popular due to imperial influence. It's used by the priests in the Hall of the Dead to provide protection against necromancy and the undead. We need that oil to create our elixir.
Very well. Let's go to the Hall of the Dead temple.
You'll need my help. I'll meet you at the Hall of the Dead.
Okay.
Mog, put away the tankard and get the supplies Fen requires.
Yes, your royal ladiness. But I'm keeping the tankard.
Fantastic character. He's the one true Nord of Skyrim, even though he's an orc. He's just continuously... I love it. Alright, to the Hall of the Dead we go.
Gods, more refugees arrive by the hour. Why does Svargrim hesitate?
The High King issues orders, but all they do is lock away the afflicted. When will we strike back?
Indeed, you are right to be afraid. Let's head on into the Hall of the Dead then.
Princess Svanna, what can I do for you, your highness?
Listen to my friend, High Priest. We need your help.
I'm surprised to see the princess here. As you can see, the influx of refugees has made this place much more hectic than usual. Is there something I can do for Princess Svanna?
We need some of Arkay's sacred oil.
Sacred oil? Strange. That's the second time today someone has come seeking Arkay's anointing balm. Sword Thane Athlet arrived with an edict from the king. Demanded our entire supply. How we're to consecrate the dead without it, I have no idea.
Why did the King Svargrim want all of the sacred oil?
The Sword Thane wouldn't say. He just mentioned that the High King needed it to defend Solitude. I'm sorry I can't comply with the princess's request. Things are hard enough that these refugees must take shelter here among the dead.
This is so fishy. So the High King is once again going against our action. You know where the Sword Thane took it.
The Sword Thane took the oil to Castle Dower.
Really?
That's where all the supplies for a siege are gathered during periods of strife. I pray that High King Svargrim receives the patience and wisdom required to see us through this crisis.
Tell me about the Castle Dower.
Solitude's foundation began with the construction of Castle Dower. It's the oldest structure in the city, and the most defensible. I tried to move the refugees there for safekeeping, but my request was denied. The High King has other plans, I suppose.
Unfortunately. Other plans to destroy us? Why else would he be keeping the sacred oil for himself? Doesn't make any sense. Either he is a traitor, or there's something else going on here. There's going to be a massive plot twist, or he's just a traitor. He's been working so hard against us, it doesn't even make sense at this point. So this is the castle dower. Through these great...
Hold! Castle Dower is... Princess Svanna.
Sword Thane, our business is urgent. My friend will explain.
Indeed I shall.
I don't have time for the princess's proclivities right now. The High King... We barely keep up with the multitude of tasks, so speak quickly and let me get back to it.
The High Priest said you took all of the sacred oil. The princess needs some of it.
My orders from the High King were clear. Stockpile the entire supply of sacred oil in the Temple of the Divines here within the confines of Castle Dower. What in Shore's name does the princess need with holy oil anyway?
I could ask the same question. There's an elixir that protects against the Harrow Storm, but it requires the sacred oil.
Protection? Truly? The Herald already outnumber my soldiers, and more arrive every day. Still, giving you the oil would violate the High King's edict. I suppose if I happened to look the other way for a moment, I wouldn't notice if a flask disappears.
I understand. I understand perfectly.
A single flask? Then we'll have to make do. Let's get it back to...
Sword Thane! Why his work? I gave strict orders, yet my daughter freely enters the castle grounds. What do they want, Sword Thane?
They,
We came to offer our assistance, Father. Sword Thane, how can we help?
Athlet has everything well in hand, child. Despite your intentions, you would only hinder our efforts. Go! The Sword Thane doesn't need my daughter or her wastrel underfoot.
It's lucky he didn't see how we stole the oil. But he came out immediately to try and defend us from taking it, so... This is very interesting. And the fact that he seems to absolutely despise his daughter. Why? It doesn't make any sense. Like, they do not have, like, any relationship whatsoever. And back to Svanna's chambers we go, where I spend all my time, basically. Most
Once
popular
it's
room
ready,
in the palace.
I'll test the elixir.
As you say, Lyris. Ah, here they come now. You have the sacred oil? Add it to the cauldron.
YOLO! Oh god, it looks grim, man.
Yes, a perfect fusion. It's ready to be tested. Come, let's talk.
I'm going to test it first.
With the addition of the sacred oil, the elixir is complete. Before we produce enough to distribute to the people of Western Skyrim, we need to test it. I'm confident of my work, but we're dealing with powerful forces here.
How do you plan to test the elixir?
We can't wait for the next Harrow Storm to strike. But what you and Svanna learned in Blackreach might help. You heard that Exarch Ulfra was testing Harrow Storm rituals in a place called the Undergrove. We'll go there and let Lyris drink the elixir.
Right, the orders mention the Undergrove is hidden in an ancient barrow.
During my explorations of Blackreach, I came across an ancient burial site, a place called the Midnight Barrow.
Ooh,
This
romantic.
Undergrove must be inside those ruins. Once there, you and Svanna keep watch from a safe distance, while Lyris steps into the storm.
I guess we're going to the Midnight Barrow.
From what I could tell, the Midnight Barrow sank into Blackreach in the distant past. Somewhere in its chambers, we'll find the Undergrove. The ruined barrow is in the Lightless Hollow, in the northwest portion of the cavern. We'll meet you there.
Remind me, how are we going to test the elixir?
We're going to find an active Harrow Storm in the Undergrove, or I'm going to attempt to replicate one in there. Then Lyris drinks the elixir, exposes herself to the dark magic, and we wait to see what happens.
Sounds very risky.
Very risky. But it's also our best chance to counter the Harrow Storms and fight back against the Grey Host. Either Lyris comes through fine, or she transforms into a Harrowed. Or a Harrow Fiend. That's also a possibility.
Oh god. What are we doing? We are crazy. Okay, so we're here in Blackreach on the northeast part, just here, the Midnight Barrow. Finally found it, my friends. Took me a while, but here we are. And it doesn't look like we're going to be receiving a friendly welcome from our friends when we get there. In fact, there's a lot of vampires at the entrance. Definitely constructed this though just to reach the top here. Who's this?
Please,
Albert.
please. Ah!
Why is she down there anyway? Okay, let's go in the dungeon. I don't want to do your quest.
You and Fen stay put until we clear a path to the Undergrove.
Fine. Just don't take all day.
Rich? Alright,
This
guys.
is it. Look lively and let's get on with it.
Come on then. You're the one standing there, Lyris. Let's do this. Where am I going? Oh my god, that's a big dungeon. Okay, I reckon if I go down here, straight on, then left, it's probably the best way to get there. It's a very deep and darker dungeon, and there's a lot of bones here. Very empty, actually. I don't know if someone's just cleared the way slightly before me. Which quite literally allows me... Oh, there's a bone colossus. Let's take this. Here we go. Ah! Yes, wreck some. Die! No, you don't summon your minions. Very powerful bone colossus that has access to thousands of dead bodies around it. This is like the ultimate tomb, really, isn't it?
This must be the place. I'll go
No
back
need.
and get...
We're here.
The princess insisted.
We followed at a safe distance and only advanced after you cleared the way. From this point on, we stay together. And that's an order.
Yeah.
Yes. What she said. Now, let's enter the Undergrove.
Let's go.
We need to find where they're experimenting with the Harrow Storms.
Alright, let's head. Oh, they're already ahead.
You honor me with your presence, my king.
Grey Host, stay
This
quiet.
Harrow Storm must be the biggest we have ever wrought, my sister-in-arms.
That's the leader of the Grey Host.
Have we heard from Solitude? Is everything in place?
I have been assured the city is ripe for harvest.
Rada al-Saran and Exarch Ulfra. Should we postpone the test?
Certainly not. The holds are counting on us. Besides, we might be able to end this threat right here and now.
Let's do it.
Who dares intrude? You. The murderers who killed our beloved Tzinghalis.
And you're about to join him.
Impudent mortal! You will pay for your crime.
Oh! Things are happening.
Now for the rest of these curs.
Irish?
King, allow me the honor of spilling their blood.
Very well, sweet sister. Join me in Greymoor Keep when the task is done.
Oh god.
Let this Harrow Storm flay the flesh from your bones.
We need to leave. Svanna, no!
Oh my god, she YOLO'd, she drank the potion.
See to Lyris, Fen. And pray your elixir works.
Don't worry, guys.
She needs time for the elixir to do its job. Fan out!
Let's take out this giant spawn quickly. Need to save Lyris. I could just see she was still blinking, luckily. She's definitely still alive. Dodge that. There we go. Alright, here comes the boss battle.
You killed my brother. For that, you die!
I don't think so, big, ugly werewolf thing. Die! Ah! Let's dodge that attack there, so we don't have to use our stamina on blocking. Whoa, steady on that. How did that hit me? I'm outside of the bloody thing. That's a lie, Elder Scrolls. Die.
The elixir. It worked.
Thank God it worked.
I think it worked. I stood in a Harrow Storm and nothing happened. Fen's elixir is a success. And we took out another one of the Grey Host leaders. We've done good, my friend.
You sure you're okay?
Never better. We need to create as much of the elixir as possible and distribute it throughout Solitude before Rada al-Saran's massive hero storm hits. I also want to find out who in the city is helping him. Let's meet back at the Blue Palace.
It's literally your dad. Your dad is the traitor. Like, 100%. Okay, I'm not 100%, but I'm like 90% sure that he is the traitor. That's the only reason his, like, character would make sense. It's the most obvious plot twist ever. I'll meet you at the Blue Palace, whatever.
Once my father understands that we have a way to protect against the hero storms, he'll have to take us seriously. Let's get back to the city as fast as we can.
Yeah. What just happened here, anyway? We killed, like, 2 of their leaders.
I know, right? It happened so quickly. When we confronted Rada al-Saran and Exarch Ulfra, the vampire lord blasted Lyris with his magic. When I saw her fall, I knew I had to act.
She just likes drinking. She was like, I need alcohol. The Ashen Lord took down Lyris in an instant, leaving the rest to the werewolf worked in our favor.
It certainly gave us a fighting chance. When she called forth the hero storm, I grabbed the elixir from Lyris and barely thought about what I was doing. I just drank it down and walked into the storm.
That was risky. Everything's risky. I'm just like the really safe guy. I'm like, whoa, bit risky. Careful.
I don't disagree, but somebody had to do it. There wasn't any other option. And I'd do it again. My people are counting on me.
How do we get out of this place? Oh, there's a secret exit just here, guys. That's convenient. Lucky we knew that was there, isn't it? Guys, if you even made it this far in the video, please type in #yeet in the comment section. Just so I know you did, because honestly I'm amazed if anyone made it this far. It's a super long video, and let me know in the comment section if you did make it this far. Like, did you watch it in one session? Did you watch it, you know, every now and again you just jumped on and watched like a little bit when you could? Or, you know, let me know. I'm genuinely interested how many people made it through this entire episode. I've been trying my best. I mean, it's literally right now, it's half an hour till midnight when I'm recording this, and I'm about to edit it and, you know, render the whole thing ready for you guys to watch. And it takes a lot of work and effort to like get this content out to you guys, and I really do it for like the love and care you guys show me, and, you know, in watching it, and how excited you are for like the next episodes, and all the support you guys give me on Patreon as well. Like, I really try my best to just get as much content out there for you guys to watch, and when I don't, you know, when I like fail at that, like it feels genuinely bad, and I really want to try and, you know, keep up with this stuff as much as humanly possible. And I just thought I'd have a big session today to try and record as much as I can to get it out to you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really, really do. Thanks for all the comments, likes, and everything, and just coming back and watching the content, or even if you leave it on your second monitor while you're doing something else, like just the watch time helps the YouTube algorithm. So thank you for everything, guys, honestly. It just means the world to me, like all of those who made it to the end of the video. Thank you. Seriously. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Goodbye and have a great day. Hopefully I'll get it out the next day, or even the next couple of days, as soon as possible, as usual, guys. But see you in the next one. Goodbye.